So the scene starts off with S.H.I.E.L.D. experimenting on the Tesseract, and Nick Fury asks where Hawkeye is at, and the word around town is that Hawkeye is the worst Avenger out here. But bro, y'all really need to put some respect on my boy's name. Just the fact that he's gotta wake up knowing that he's Hawkeye is a different type of courage. That alone makes him the strongest Avenger mentally. And that's when the Tesseract starts tweaking out and Loki spawns in out of nowhere, and you can just tell by bro's freaky ass smile, he clearly pulls up on some nefarious timing, and bro wastes zero time and squad wipes the whole facility. And that's when he brainwashes Hawkeye into teaming with him, and Loki is a real one because he recognizes bro's courage that I was just telling y'all about. And bro, Nick Fury is funny as hell because he tries snatching up the Tesseract and smoothly dipping out without being detected, but Loki's like, brother, slow your roll, you got something that I need. So Fury tries stalling these bosses because the facility is about to collapse on itself, but unfortunately this plan does not work for my boy and he gets neutralized, and Loki's able to dip out with the Tesseract in his possession, and Nick Fury's barely able to escape, and he sees Loki and them dipping out, so he tries stopping them one more time, but my boy just gets cooked again. Not gonna lie, it may be time to retire. Loki really pulled up out of nowhere just to make S.H.I.E.L.D. look like child's play, so that gives bro no other choice but to assemble the Avengers. So we start off with Black Widow, and she's currently on a mission, and these Russians are about to do her dirty. Look at what bro got in his hands right now, hell no. But Black Widow's phone starts ringing, and it's Agent Olsen telling her it's time, she has been recruited. So that's when she locks in and puts a belt to ass on all the goons, mind you, while being tied up to a chair. Hey bro, you gotta give credit where credit is due, that was filthy. So next up is Bruce Banner, and bro is in India right now, and brother's really out here getting fooled by little children. Like, gang, that is pitiful. But that's when Natasha comes out the shadows, and she wastes zero time explaining to Bruce the situation they are in and how they need him to find the Tesseract. And bro, the way they handle the Hulk in this movie is genuinely very good because everyone is petrified when talking to bro, because they know brother could snap at any moment by the littlest thing. And this part where he screams at Natasha really shows the amount of aura bro got, because he got Natasha pulling out the strap in record time. Very impressive. So we see Steve boxing, and bro, this intro is too cold. We got my boy hitting the bag while reminiscing about his shorty and how he never got that dance. Hey, I would crash out too. And that makes bro snap, and he sends the bag flying across the room. So that's when Nick Fury pulls up to tell bro the mission, and y'all know Captain America, he's that guy. So without any hesitation, he says yes. And last but not least, the man himself, Iron Man. And bro is underwater, you know, doing some Tony Stark shenanigans. And when he gets back to his tower, that's when Agent Olsen breaks in and tell him that he's been accepted because they need the GOAT on the team. So we find ourselves at a very sophisticated party, and everybody's having a jolly time until this menace pulls up and completely ruins the vibe by doing this. Yeah, bro is tweaking, I'm not gonna lie. So that's when Loki comes out, and bro is already wreaking havoc by flipping this cop car over. Like, gang, imagine having to go home and tell your family that your car got flipped over by Shakespeare himself. That is diabolical. And bro is out here having the craziest power trip I have ever seen. I'm not even playing with y'all. Bro is yelling at the people that kneel before him like, gang, pipe down, you are a joke back in Asgard. And this dude got absolutely zero respect within the mortal people. He really has to repeat himself again to get them to kneel. And Unk right here stands up and protests. My boy's really out here standing on business talking about, I would be damned to kneel to some goof like you. And Loki's out here trying to prove himself, so he about to use his own man as an example and eliminate him from this life. But lucky for Unk, that's when Cap pulls up. And hold up, that fit is straight trash, bro. How we go from this to this? Like, bro, this suit is so atrocious that even the stage suit he was wearing in his first movie is better than this tomfoolery they cooked up. But anyways, my boy Steve gets straight to boxing Loki, and he hits him with a right hand, but Loki just eats it and is looking at him like, gang, that's all you got? And Cap is looking real shook right now. He cannot believe bro just ate the right hand of America like it was nothing. So Cap blocks Loki's attack, but that was just a setup because he hits bro straight in the stomach, setting his ass flying. He got my boy gasping for air right now, and he looks up and he's like, damn, he making me look stupid. I cannot have Peggy seeing me like this. So Cap charges straight at bro, and my boy is so locked in that he's out here pulling out weaving maneuvers I have never seen in my life. Look at him, that is damn near a split. And he finally weaves into range and is able to connect a body shot that does absolutely nothing. Loki didn't even move an inch. He just gives bro a back shot, and to add salt to injury, he tells him to kneel before him while having his head pinned with his staff. Like, bro, this man is moving crazy. I know Cap is mad as hell. He came out of retirement just to get violated, but there was no need to worry because the GOAT hijacks Black Widow's helicarrier, and it's like, haha, what's good, way, baby, you miss me, and starts blasting his jams. So everybody knows that he's pulling up, and this is why Iron Man is the GOAT. Bro one taps a Loki, like this brother had y'all's mans hitting that DJ Khaled midair. Like, okay, I know Tony lost a boxing match, but he was literally getting jumped by 2 super soldiers, bro. The fact that he was actually holding his own is impressive. But anyways, the amount of artillery that Tony pulls out on Loki is actually crazy work. He was not playing with bro at all. Iron Man and Cap apprehend Loki, and when they're taking bro back to S.H.I.E.L.D., it starts thundering, and Loki starts stressing because he knows what follows the thunder. And Cap starts clowning bro, talking about gang, it's just some lightning, relax. But things quickly become unfunny when Thor pulls up and cooks Iron Man and grabs his brother by the throat and casually dips out of there. And Iron Man cannot take that level of disrespect, and Cap tells him to chill, they gotta come up with a plan of attack. And bro just hits him with the coldest line in the movie and says this:
I have a plan. Attack.
Sensational. And Thor is furious right now, talking about, brother, you will not rule over my people, and first of all, I thought you were dead. And Loki is just staring at bro with 0 ounce of care. This dude is the definition of having a little brother that's always doing some dumb shit. Listen here, brother, and listen well.
I'm listening.
So Tony spears Thor onto the ground, and Thor is not about to let bro just manhandle him like that. So he throws his hammer, sending Tony flying. And look at bro's face, he's not about to just let that slide. So he beams Thor straight in the chest and comes in with a flying knee. And Thor pulls out his ultimate and summons the lightning, but all this does is just supercharge Tony's armor. So he beams Thor and they start squabbling in the sky, and Tony is violating Thor so bad he got him meeting the side of the mountain. But Thor's really out here aura farming mid-fade because he hits a backflip just to crash land back to the ground. So they start boxing as soon as they get up, and Thor starts crushing Tony's hands. He got my boy looking stressed, so he beams him straight in the face and then headbutts him, but that had 0 effects on bro when he comes right back with his own headbutt, sending Tony flying. So he charges right back at Thor, throwing him straight into the tree, breaking his back. And Thor weaves Tony's attack and hits him with a body shot that drops him onto his knees. And nah bro, Thor is wilding because he picks him up by the head and then proceeds to slam him. And bro is about to pack up Tony, but brother flies out of there, had this man falling face first onto the dirt, and comes back flying, hitting bro straight in the face. But that's when Captain America pulls up, stopping their fade, and he's telling Thor if he's really on their side to drop the hammer. Nah bro, he loves that hammer. And Thor's like, you want me to drop the hammer? I bet. And he loads up his mightiest attack and slams the hammer onto Cap's shield, sending a Goku versus Beerus level shockwave across the whole area. And after seeing that Cap ate that like it was nothing, Thor gives him his respects and officially joins the team. So Loki gets the tan, and when he's walking past Bruce, he is straight cheesing at bro like he already knows what his next plan of attack is. And bro really got Bruce looking down and twitching, like that is crazy work. I mean, I do not blame him at all. If I had someone just staring at me like this, I would genuinely be concerned for my life too. And I'm not gonna lie, this next part of the movie is straight yappy. Nothing crazy happens until Black Widow goes to question Loki about his motives. Natasha demonstrates why her gaslighting skills are unmatched, because she's able to get Loki to spell his plan like a dummy, which is to get Bruce Banner to crash out and wreak havoc on everybody there. And it's just so crazy that this guy just got played like a fiddle by a mere mortal. Like, gang, Loki might actually be the worst Avengers villain of all time. This man is an absolute joke. So she goes to tell the others the info she just retrieved, but these bozos are already arguing about some nonsense. And this is where Cap and Tony really start going at it. And Cap starts pressing Tony, talking about if he didn't have that suit of armor, he wouldn't be anything. And bro's response is just too cold.
Genius billionaire playboy philanthropist.
Like, gang, even Natasha knows this man just spit some crazy bars. And bro, the line where Steve is questioning Tony's character about being selfless ages like crazy, because that's literally Tony's whole character arc throughout these movies. I don't know, bro, I just find it crazy how this little line right here pretty much hints on how Tony's character was going to end. And bro, I'm convinced that Thor is just here for the theatrics at this point, because he starts cracking up out of nowhere, and it's like,
you people are so petty and tiny.
And that's when Bruce really starts getting worked up, and this scene also perfectly demonstrates how shook everybody gets the moment this man's heart rate goes up just a little bit. He already had Fury and Black Widow getting ready to up the pole on him. Like, nah bro, it's such a shame how much they ruined bro's character. It genuinely makes me mad, I'm not gonna lie with y'all. And we see Hawkeye for the first time in like an hour, bro, and I'm not gonna lie, he is not helping this case at all, because brother's out here being more useful to the enemy team and blows up the shield carrier, commencing Loki's plan of unleashing unleashing the Hulk. And my boy Bruce is starting to tweak out, and Natasha is stressing, talking about, Bruce, please calm down. On me, I am getting you out of here. But it is too late. Bruce starts ripping through his clothes, and just look at how bro looks back at Black Widow, giving her the stare of disappointment. And while bro finishes up his metamorphosis, this bozo really takes a second to look at him. And this is when she officially signs her death wish, because he looks back and starts chasing Black Widow and gang. I swear this part of the movie is straight out of a horror movie. I remember the first time I experienced this scene, I genuinely shit my pants. Like, there was no need for this jump scare right here. So Natasha is running for her life, but this barbaric thing catches up to her no problem and is about to violate her in ways that I don't even want to imagine. But that's when the God of Thunder comes in for the save and tackles bro through the wall. And this is where we get the two strongest Avengers about to run the ones. This about to be good. So the Hulk swings first but misses and gets countered with an uppercut. And Thor's really out here demonstrating his agility skills, because he makes the Hulk miss again and catches bro's arm, and he's talking about some banner. We are not your enemies. Think, brother, think. Excuse me, did you just tell the Incredible Hulk to use his brain? Brother, that is the last thing he's trying to do. So the Hulk clocks bro straight in the face for saying some nonsense, sending his ass flying. And bro, the moment you see Thor hitting this pose, call it GG's, because you already know what he's calling. And the Hulk runs straight into a hammer shot that sends his big ass flying into a jet. And look at him, he cannot believe that he just got done like that. So he throws a jet wing at Thor, but bro just slides under and throws his hammer at bro, and he tries catching him midair. Obviously does not succeed. And while he's trying to pick up the hammer, Thor slides in with a flying knee, staggering the Hulk. And even though Thor is heavily outsized, he is really demonstrating why he is the strongest Avenger. I'm not gonna lie. And the Hulk jumps through a whole floor, and that's when we see a sacrificial lamb starting to engage with the Hulk. And bro, I swear nothing is getting me in that jet to perform this mission. You can put Bulma right in front of me and I'm still not doing it. And just look at bro's face when the Hulk starts charging right at him. He knows he's done for. And bro just starts shredding this jet into pieces, and this dude got no other choice but to try to escape this creature. And when bro ejects from his seat, the Hulk grabs him and starts dangling him in the air. Like, golly, talk about traumatic experiences. So that's when the Hulk gets subbed off for a little bit, and we go back with Thor, and bro gets bamboozled in the worst way possible. Like, gang, how do you keep falling for this goofy ass trick, bro? Like, come on. But that's when Agent Olsen pulls up, and bro is talking that hot smack. He got Loki right where he wants him. Oh my god, bro. I'm not gonna lie, the way this brother just got packed up is low-key embarrassing. And Loki drops his brother without hesitation, and Thor is just free falling through the air right now. But he locks in and hits a buzzer beater and is able to get out the death box before it lands. And we see Hawkeye walking, and bro senses Black Widow right behind him, and they start boxing. And bro, I'm really not trying to hate on bro at all, but gang, the fact that he got that low-key power up and still getting whooped by Black Widow is ridiculous. Like, I don't even know how to defend this man anymore, bro. Like, it just gets to a point of like, how are you this trash? Oh, bro, this man can never do anything right. I'm not gonna lie, Seph's hatred for this man is justifiable. I'ma say it right here, it's justifiable. So after seeing Hawkeye proving his haters right again, we see Loki escaping. Like, damn, even though bro is the worst Avengers villain to this day, he has escaped S.H.I.E.L.D. 2 times. Now, I don't know, bro, S.H.I.E.L.D. is low-key showing signs of fraudulent activity as well. I mean, they did hire this idiot, so it would correspond very well. Yo, Natasha, you ready? We about to dip out, and you know we about to go press Loki. Hell yeah, but wait, Cap, I got someone that's gonna turn the tide to big time for us. Damn, no way my boy Bruce is already back. What's good, gang? Oh my god, we're cooked. What'd you say? Nah, bro, nah, let's just go. So Tony goes to press Loki, and they start yapping, and bro is talking about how he got an army. And my boy Tony's out here with a 10 out of 10 comebacks, because he responds with,
I have an army. We have a Hulk.
I'ma tell y'all this, nobody can beat my boy Tony on the mic. He is undefeated when it comes to the art of trash talking. So that's when Loki tries brainwashing Tony, but he's like, nah, that don't work. So Loki, being a salty little ass kid, he throws him out the tower. But that's when the Mark 7 comes in flying, tackling Loki in the process. And to add salt to injury for this bozo, once Tony suits up, he comes right back up just to beat him in his chest. And bro, there's two things I need to talk about. First off, this suit up scene, mwah, chef's kiss, marvelous. Hands up in the air, just absolute cinema. And second of all, how is this brother this trash? Like honestly, how on earth do you get knocked down twice in a singular minute? Like brother, if this isn't a sign to hang up the gloves, then I don't know what is. And I honestly find it hilarious how much of a joke Loki is in this movie. Mind you, this is the last time we see bro as the big bad wolf in any movie, and thank goodness, cause this brother did not step up to the plate at all. But that's when we see the Chitauri pull up and Tony is flabbergasted. He's like, damn, this bozo was not lying about having a whole army. And my boy tries neutralizing the threat, but there's just too many of these things. They're already out here terrorizing New York City. And Loki is admiring the chaos his army is doing, but that's when Thor pulls up and they get straight to boxing. So Loki swings, but Thor's head movement attributes are maxed out, so he ducks out the way and deflects Loki's beam, and they start wrestling. I'm not gonna lie, Loki starts manhandling Thor, and this goober Hawkeye tries assisting him, but just gets shot down right away, causing these three to crash land. Like bro, I have never seen someone that's so unqualified for their job. Mind ya, I have been trying to give bro a chance this whole time, but he has done nothing but sell. So these three, after crashing, run further into the city, and that's when they hear something, and when they turn around, they cannot believe their eyes, because an alien the size of Godzilla pulls up, dropping more Chitauri into the city. And we go back with Thor and Loki, and bro's like, brother, you're tweaking, you need to stop this madness right now. And that's when Loki starts giving Black Widow a run for her money, because bro starts gaslighting Thor, and this man, being an absolute dimwit, falls for it and gets himself stabbed. So that's when Loki dips out. I'm not gonna lie, my boy gained a few points back after pulling this off. I'm impressed. And we see Cap bossing these cops around, and they're just looking at dude like,
the hell are you talking about, bro? No, you, nigga.
And after beating the brakes out of a Chitauri, they obey bro's orders without hesitation, and just look at bro, he knows he's cold. Out here posting for the gram, talking about some I don't like bullies, don't invade my planet. Peggy, you're next.
Like, freaky ass nigga.
And we see Hawkeye and Black Widow doing the best they can, and that's when Thor pulls up, destroying the Chitauri they were fighting in just a matter of seconds. And these two start yapping, and Thor's talking about some unfinished business with Loki, and this bozo has the audacity to open his mouth, talking about some get in line. Brother, you're 0-2. You have lost every fade in this movie. You have done everything to embarrass me. Like, no. You're done. You're benched forever. And that's when my boy Bruce pulls up in a very swaggy motorcycle. And possibly in the coldest scene of this movie, he starts telling Cap his secret of always being angry, and stops the mother of all aliens right in its track with one singular punch. Like, bro, I swear, the Hulk before the Great Nerf will never be matched, bro. And we see the Avengers huddled up ready for action, and Cap starts giving out the play, telling Hawkeye to lock in. They cannot afford any more tomfoolery from his behalf. Next up is Iron Man, and he tells him to fire up anything that comes close to the proximity. Next up, we got Thor, and bro's task is real simple: spam that lightning. Cap is sick and tired of bro not living up to his nickname. He's like, gang, you have been in this mood for like an hour, and you've only used your lightning 3 times. Lock in.
Fuck, nigga.
And Cap saw how Natasha was staring at him and instantly folded, so he decides to keep her by his side. I don't blame him. I don't blame him at all. And last but not least, he tells the Hulk his 2 favorite words: Hulk smash. And brother heard those words and became the most obedient creature ever, out here touching this Chitauri, giving them absolutely no mercy. And we see Iron Man pull up with Cap just to land a quick dual combo and dip out like it was nothing. Like, gang, I know you were cheating behind the mask. And that's when we see the Hulk and Thor putting belt to ass, and Thor's able to put the mother alien down. And when they land, they're both clearly posing for an IG pic, but the Hulk is like, nah gang, get out my frame, the camera's only big enough for the strongest Avenger. And Hawkeye sees his day one getting chased by Loki, so in his only entry of cold scenes in the whole MCU, he shoots an arrow straight at bro, and Loki, underestimating Hawkeye's ability, he gets cocky but forgets that bro got explosive arrows. And look at bro's face, he thinks he just cooked, but nah, and dude don't even got a second to process that he just got cooked by Hawkeye, because the Hulk comes in tackling bro straight into the wall, and bro starts crashing out because he has had enough of getting straight cooked this entire movie, talking about some I will not be bullied, but and the Hulk just violates Loki, leaving bro subbed out for the rest of his movie. Like, gang, how are you gonna be the main villain of the movie and start talking about how you're not gonna be bullied no more? I'm not gonna lie, bro, this dude is making Thanos look like an absolute fool for picking him to do this job. And we see the Avengers starting to get overwhelmed by the Chitauri, and as soon as this starts happening, a nuke gets sent out to New York City, and Nick Fury tells Tony about the nuke that's heading their way. So bro has had enough of getting jumped and dips out to handle this predicament, and he grabs the the nuke mid-air and starts flying straight into the wormhole, blowing up the base of the operations, and bro closes his eyes accepting his fate, and the whole team thinks that bro is done for, so he tells Natasha to close the portal. But just in the nick of time, my boy is able to make it through and gets caught by the Hulk, but bro isn't waking up, so the Hulk hits him with his ultimate and yells right in his face, that atomic breath really be waking anyone up from the dead. So the movie ends with Loki being apprehended and getting taken back to Asgard, and the Avengers really did show that they are them and proving Nick Fury right by saving the day.